welcome back to my channel. My name is Annelies and today I will be reviewing this latest fragrance release by Zara. It is called Hypnotic Vanilla Bloom. And if you follow my channel already, you might notice that I'm doing a little bit of a different format today. I just don't feel like being in front of the camera today, basically because honestly, I didn't feel like doing my hair and my makeup. I've been wearing makeup every day now for the past week and a half or so, and today I just really didn't feel like it, didn't feel like doing my hair. So, and I know you don't have to, I mean, nobody cares if I do my makeup or my hair, but I'm just not comfortable being in front of the camera if I don't do it. So I thought I would just review this fragrance this way. Now, about this fragrance, this is in 80 ml of eau de parfum in Europe, or at least in non-Spain Europe, because in Spain it's usually a little bit cheaper, but in most countries in Europe it retails for roughly 23 euros. In the US it is roughly 36 US dollars and it is roughly 46 Canadian dollars in Canada. Zara released some vanilla fragrances last year. They released a vanilla collection containing 4 fragrances. Then they discontinued 2 of the 4 and replaced them by 2 new vanillas. So if I'm not mistaken, today there is Supreme Vanilla, Hypnotic Vanilla, Angelic Vanilla, and what is the other one called? Sensual Vanilla is the last one. So I reviewed the original 4 vanillas, and then I recently reviewed the 2 new vanillas, so Angelic Vanilla and Sensual Vanilla. If you saw those videos, you probably already know that I am not the biggest vanilla fragrance lover. Especially very gourmand vanilla type of fragrances are just not my thing. In my reviews, I do try to be objective, but let's be honest, it is not possible to be 100% objective when it comes to fragrances. Our opinions are always colored by our own personal preferences. So, having said that, by the way, I will link the videos that I just talked about in the description below if you want to watch those. So now Zara added a 5th vanilla called Hypnotic Vanilla Bloom. And this is the one, so I ordered it straight away. I think this bottle is absolutely gorgeous. It is sort of a, what do you call it? Like a deep wine red type of color. Absolutely stunning. And yeah, so I ordered it because I was curious and I was sort of hoping that this time, maybe this is a vanilla that I actually like. If you follow my channel, you know that I do like floral vanillas. So that type of vanilla is absolutely fine by me. I do like a vanilla base in floral fragrances. And so yeah, Vanilla Bloom gave me the impression that this might be something up my alley. And let me just spoil it straight away. I love this fragrance. I think it is really, really, really nice. This type of vanilla is a lot more my type of vanilla. So, it is not an extremely gourmand type of vanilla. The notes listed here on the box, let me just grab the box. So they describe this as sunlit and indulgent, a blooming vanilla orchid gently embraced by pear blossom and comforting cashmere woods. So this is a vanilla orchid, which personally I prefer over like vanilla pod or bourbon vanillas, those types of very dense, darker vanillas, and this one is super, super nice. So let me just start off by saying what the opening smells like. So if you try this fragrance and you sniff the atomizer when you're in store or whatever, you will instantly smell that typical hypnotic vanilla or hypnotic poison type of Play-Doh. And I know that doesn't sound very positive, but you know what? It is not, at least in my opinion, it is not it's not bothering. It is the best smelling Play-Doh I have ever smelled. But if you are sensitive to the Play-Doh-y type of note that is in Hypnotic Poison or Hypnotic Vanilla by Zara, then just know that it is also in here, but in a different way. So besides the super nice Play-Doh note, I know that sounds weird, like how can Play-Doh be nice, but this one actually is. I am definitely getting some fruity notes. I am terrible at distinguishing what fruit notes I'm smelling in fragrances. I don't always know what exactly it is. I can distinguish the citrusy notes from the more sweeter fruits, but honestly, it's always pretty hard for me to know what fruit I'm smelling. If the notes had listed cherry, I would have believed it. It does have a little bit of a cherry-like feeling, but they say that this has pear blossom, so I guess it's just some pear. I mean, that's a sweet fruit as well, just like cherry is, so it's sort of cherry pear-like, let's say. Let me just give it a spray on my wrist. Oh. Besides that Play-Doh-y, fruity vibe, I am getting some florals. I can't say exactly which florals that I'm getting. I don't really know that much about different notes either, so I'm not like the perfume guy. I think he knows every single note that there is in fragrance and the differences and how they, where it's, you know, where they come from or how they make it and stuff like that. I do not know those things, but I'm getting some floral, and that must be the vanilla orchid, which is like a flower or a plant or something like that. So again, it is not a edible vanilla to me. It is sweet because it's still vanilla and it's still fruity, but it has the nicest creamy, warm, soft floral touch, which is right up my alley. I absolutely love it. Let's now compare it to Hypnotic Vanilla that Zara released last year. Like I said, I did review that one. So that one was clearly a dupe for Dior's Hypnotic Poison. I didn't think it was exactly the same. I thought it was a decent dupe, but for me it lacked some of the magic that Hypnotic Poison has. Mind you, I am talking about original Hypnotic Poison that I owned back in, let me think, like 2000, how old was I? Like 2013 or 14, something like that. I think that's when I owned my Hypnotic Poison, and I haven't really smelled it ever since. I do know that they reformulated it, so maybe I'm comparing it to the original, but I thought it lacked some of that magic, although it was a decent enough dupe. This one definitely is similar, but like I said, the fruitiness and that, you know, that soft, sweet floral that is in here makes this more of an uplifting, more of a happy, like a happy fragrance. It's very feminine. It's more year-round, I would say. I think Hypnotic Vanilla or Hypnotic Poison by Dior is definitely a winter fragrance, maybe fall as well, but I don't think those are appropriate year-round or in the springtime. This one, because of that fruity floral vibe that this one has, I think it is definitely also appropriate for spring. Like I said, I do get a little bit of a cherry or cherry blossom type of sensation from this fragrance. Cherry is not listed in the notes, and you know what? It's probably not even in there, so don't take this too literally. I can never say that word. Literally. But I kind of feel like if you know Hypnotic Vanilla by Zara and Cherry Smoothie, also by Zara, I feel like if you combined those two, this is what you would get. So it is not like extremely heavy cherry-like. That's not what I'm saying, but it has that sweet fruitiness that Cherry Smoothie has with the Play-Doh-y vanilla that Hypnotic Bloom has. Now maybe you're wondering, how does this one compare to Zara's Sultry Pear? Because Sultry Pear has a very strong vanilla and pear note. I forgot what else is in there, but definitely vanilla and pear. And this one has vanilla orchid and pear blossom, so that's not exactly the same. Let me tell you how the two compare, because I do own Sultry Pear as well. Sultry Pear is really a gourmand, warm, sweet vanilla fragrance. The pear is making it a little bit more doable for me, because like I said, like pure vanilla pod, like Kayali's Vanilla 28 is not my thing. Sensual vanilla is also very like bold vanilla, also not my thing. Sultry Pear, because of the fruitiness that is in that fragrance together with the vanilla, makes it a very decent gourmand vanilla, even for me who is not a gourmand lover. I don't think that one compares to this one. Like I said, this one has pear blossom and vanilla orchid, which is different from pear and vanilla. So this one is a lot more, again, more uplifting, more spring-like, more floral. I think this one is more year-round. Sultry Pear is also a very fall and winter type of fragrance. So yeah, they do differ in that area. I saw someone comparing it to, or actually saying that this is a dupe for Scandale Le Parfum, which was released, I think not last year, but the year before, somewhere in the fall of 2022, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think this is a dupe. I definitely think it is in the same category of fragrances. I do also really like Scandale Le Parfum. I don't have it in my collection, but it is one that I have been contemplating of adding to my collection, because that's also a very vanilla heavy fragrance, but again, not in the super gourmand, bourbon, boozy, vanilla pod type of way, but in a more... Oh, my cat. Is this cat? But more in a like sort of typical designer fragrance type of way. So, what is it? Okay, my cat is crying, so I have to pause this video. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So my cat was crying and now my coffee machine is making noise. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's the coffee maker. Oh. Okay, so let's continue. So I do have this sample of Scandale Le Parfum. Let me just give it a quick spray to really compare the two. It's been a while since I've tried this one, but I do remember really, really liking it. But I don't think Hypnotic Vanilla Bloom is a dupe for that one. But like I said, I think if you like one, you're gonna like the other. They're definitely in that same category of fragrances. So they are sweet vanilla fragrances, but in a non-gourmand type of way. Or not even, like, maybe it's a little gourmand, but it's not overly gourmand. It's not edible. You don't smell like a snack. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Yeah, it's a win for me. I'm happy that I finally found a Zara vanilla fragrance that I love. I know I haven't been super positive lately with my Zara reviews, and that is not because I'm a hater by any means. On the contrary, actually, I love Zara fragrances, but I don't love them all. And the latest releases, the vanilla line, was just not my thing, even though I know a lot of people probably love Sensual vanilla, my boyfriend included. But this one is a lot more up my alley. Let me think of some other fragrances you might be able to compare this to. So like I said, it is somewhat in the same category as Scandale Le Parfum. I think if you like, let me just sniff it. Maybe if you like the Girl of Now fragrances by Elie Saab, you might enjoy this one. What else is there? I can't really think of a lot of other fragrances right now that I would compare this to, but if you like sweet vanilla floral fragrances, maybe with some juicy sweet fruits in there, I think you're really gonna like it. I do think it's a crowd pleaser. It's a very easygoing fragrance. What it is not is also important. It is not a super sophisticated fragrance. It doesn't smell super chic or old money vibes, which is apparently like the thing that everybody wants these days. It doesn't smell like a very expensive fragrance. I'm not saying it smells cheap in a bad way or anything, but it doesn't smell niche or anything. It's also not super groundbreaking, but honestly, I'm a little tired of saying that or hearing that from other YouTube reviewers, as I just feel like, you know, if we're just trying to be groundbreaking, then you're just getting like super weird fragrances with super weird notes. And is that really better than just the nice vanilla, floral, fruity DNA that we all like? If you know what I mean. So it is nothing super unique, but it is pleasant. And honestly, I could not stop smelling my wrist when I was trying this one out. And then later in the day, I just sprayed my entire sweater. And I really enjoyed the wafts that I got from this fragrance. Oh, right. Also, performance. It is okay. It is not a super strong performer, but it is okay. If you spray, what is the word? Like if you spray a lot, you will have a very nice, warm, sultry scent bubble around you. But don't expect to spray this on in the morning and to still have a massive scent trail in the evening. That is probably not going to happen, but I do think the performance is decent. It is definitely okay. Scent-wise, I would rate this fragrance an 8 out of 10. I definitely think it deserves at least an 8. I do think it's super nice, and I am going to keep my bottle. Performance-wise, I think I would rate it just a 7. I think it is fine. It passed the test for me. Let's not forget, it's still a Zara fragrance, and it's not a bottle of $300 Creed or whatever. So just keep that in mind. It's fine. And that is about it. Let me know in the comments what you think of this fragrance if you have tried it. Also, I did a massive declutter, and I am going to do a video about that. And I'm now realizing that maybe it's not as massive, but I did let go of 25 fragrances, which in my collection is a pretty big percentage. So if you want to watch that, feel free to subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment down below, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. I'm also planning on doing a video of my entire collection, my current entire collection after the declutter video. So if you are curious about that, also, yeah, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, and I would love to hear what you think of this fragrance. Thanks for watching, and I will see you for the next one. Bye!